Okay, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Today, we are going to make the new Prime Vision 3.0. This is going to be, well, pretty much, this is how we made our Dgital1 crystal screen paint, to tell you the truth. All right, so let me go get some stuff I need. I need some gold glitter, because I got some hobby glitter downstairs for work. So basically for arts and crafts, you can get a little bit of that in there. Now, what we're making here is this is how Dgital1 crystal screen paint was originally made. All right, so pretty much gray paint, silver metallica paint, and some gold glitter, or Christmas glitter, whatever you want to call it. I thought instead of painting the screen back the primer, we're going to basically show you how we made Dgital1 crystal screen paint. Told you we made this stuff a million times. This is how I know. So easy. Container, and mind you, even the stuff I'm going to make right here, we're going to test this against our product, and our product is going to crush it. It's going to blow it clean out of the water. Because like I said, it's the reason why I switched over to darker technology, because of screen innovation, and seeing what that technology did to mine, I already know what's going to happen to this. So what they do is, you get a little silver. I don't know how nor he calls his product Metallica. I'm not making his product, keep in mind. So we can put that out there because some people are just complete idiots and don't listen. This is not his product in any way whatsoever. My company under Dgital1 crystal screen paint was out way before Crow ever started making screen paint on YouTube. Keep in mind, this is the same ingredients, almost the same ingredients we made our product out of. So he does not own the rights to all gray screen paints all over the planet. This has nothing to do with him. But I will be matching this against the screen though. All right, so we've got a gray primer right here. This is what we usually use when we used to make it. Got a knife in here. All right, so we're going to take some of this, pour this in. All right, other half of that has to be this. So it's a half and half. If I can get the top off this. There you go. I'm better off just freaking shaking this up. This is how Dgital1 crystal screen paint was made before we stopped making it. I already told you the story behind it, why we had to stop making it. Because we had a company came in and tried to take our company. And the only way I could get out of a 10-year contract that I was binded to was to develop a new company under new products and put the old one to rest. And that's why Dgital1 crystal. And another reason why it doesn't exist, because when my vice president brought me that sample sheet of black diamond and I saw the difference between dark technology, oof, yeah, that was a game changer right there. All right, so There's our product all mixed up. Crow, feel free if you want to use this as your own, because you know you need to better your stuff. I can make your stuff blindfolded. I can make an advanced version of it with my eyes closed, because I've been doing this for years. There you go. Now we're going to add in some of this glitter into it. Now they put the gold glitter into it because gold glitter basically gives it a little bit more bite. It allows for the camera to reflect light off it. That's what they do. That's the whole purpose behind that. If you notice when you look at our screens, you don't see any glitter pop up. There's nothing on it because we don't use this stuff. Only amateurs use this stuff. Half and half. Half a primer, half any kind of Metallica. Doesn't make a difference. Just has to be a Metallica surface right here. Mind, this stuff is not cheap. This is $100 for a quart. So this stuff is not cheap. They have the PPJ. PPJ is garbage. It's really runny. It's really watery. It's not. It's a really watery product. It was never designed for a screen paint. It was designed basically for decorating household items and stuff like that, for trim work. That's what it was designed for. So that stuff is garbage. That's around 60 bucks a quart. This is a more high grade version right here, which is the Modern Masters. These cost $100 for a quart. And there's no color coding technology. There's nothing in this. This is not going to do anything different. All right, we're done here. All right, we got our gold glitter, half a primer, half of the Metallica paint collections. Now, not only am I going to show you make this, I'm going to show you how my product is going to trash this pretty bad. I mean, really, really bad. It's not going to pull color. I'm calling it right now. It's not going to pull contrast. It's going to pull white level. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, it's going to be garbage. We're going to take it outside. We're going to watch it next to one of the screens. We're going to watch the screen actually turn to nothing. This stuff is obsolete. That's why we don't make it anymore. It's obsolete. All right, so we got our screen over there. I'm going to paint it up over here. I know people sitting there copying it down, talking about, oh my goodness, I got a secret. You don't even come close to what we designed. Not even close. Baby steps for that. That's easy. Easy. Now, as I said before, that anybody who calls themselves making our product you would have to pass all the tests that we do under our products. Now, you watch my demonstration test when we make a product. What do? 3 screen certified from the door. Then we do the color patterns. You go ultra short throw. We do long throw at 14 to 15, 22 feet, 130 in the middle of the screen. Then we have to test it again with those sample sheets to see how they're going to react in color at that distance. Then when we're done with all that, we're not doing this with this. This is crap. Then when we get done doing all that, then we have to do the ultra short throw with those certified screens. Then we have to do an 18 screen to 15, 18 screen certified. Then the screen has to go outside and it has to be hit with a projector at 13 feet back. All our screen paints go through those tests to earn their labels. With these products, these quick mixes, they don't do that. They don't do any of the tests, nothing at all. What they do is they do a dark environment or ambient light controlled environment, high powered projector, and that's it. That's the end of their demonstrations. That's it. They call that the final test. No, we call that freaking cutting corners. Corner cutters. Corner cutters. Corner cutters. Corner cutters. That's why when you call yourself, or anybody calls themselves, trying to make our products, you got to pass those tests first. And if your product can't pass, well, then guess what? You're not going to be able to make our product. Okay. Now, mind you, I don't want anybody thinking that, oh, now if he gets upset over this, and he sits there and says, I'm making this product, then he just gave out his secret, because we never made your product to begin with. I don't have to. All I have to do is just buy basic primer and just lay it against the screen. It matches your screen. I don't have to make it. And on top of that, you had a YouTube video showing you how to make your product, which was 2 tablespoons of black into white. So we don't have to do that. This is something that we used to make way back in the day under Dgital1crystal screen paint, which is a Dgital1crystal screen paint formula. That's so scattered about the house, Mom. Having a heat wave, tropical heat wave. And this shows you how I can make a basic screen paint, gray screen paint, very easily. And basically, that it will not withstand anything we have here in the house at all. I can make it myself, and I'm a professional in this field, and I can make it myself. And that stuff still wouldn't be able to take on anything we have here in the house. That's not going to work too well. So we're going to call this Prime Vision 2.0. See, in order for me to be threatened by a product, why would I show you how to make something if I'm threatened by it? There you go. Because I already know the reaction of this stuff. And Crow, if you want to copy this down and make this one of your ingredients, feel free to. I don't care. We don't use this stuff. This stuff is worthless to us. We don't work with it. We don't use it. We don't bother with it. But if you want to, feel free to use it for yourself. Knock yourself out. We got no problem with that. Now, what tests would I have to do this to match this to his product? None. He don't do any tests again. We're just going to do what we always do. What he does. We're just going to stick it in the. Well, we're not going to do it in the dark. I hate doing demonstrations in the dark. We're just going to. Well, we'll do one in the dark with this, with the Prime Vision 3.0. But we're just going to. I'm moving the camera back and forth. I know I'm doing this. We're just a test. So I guess we're just going to hit it with a projector and put it in the dark. That's what we're going to do. All right, cool. I'll put you guys right here. Done and gone. stand doing any demonstrations with that Metallica paint. That stuff stinks. That's why all I use. It stinks. It stinks. So this is the trash. Use it no more. You gotta throw that stuff in the trash. I don't like it because stuff has a scent to it. It stinks. Let's go this way. We left that there. Let the fan it away. I need to smell this. I gotta open my doors. Feel free, Crow, if you need a new idea, there you go. That's a Dgital1crystal screen paint. We're going to call it Prime Vision, because there was primer in that when we made that stuff. And I'll put some of my Dgital1crystal screen paint videos at the bottom of me painting in streams. And that way, check the time stamp on how old those videos are. And that stuff stinks. This is the reason why. That Metallica is heavy. Mind you, I got respiratories. I can breathe. That stuff is horrible. We don't use that garbage. That stuff is bad. Whew. I want to air my house. My entire house. I'm glad I got a lot of windows. Happy to have a lot of windows. And I'm going to air this place out. So you can't put low odor on it because that's not going to fly. Some of the paint's dripping a little bit. One on the top. Got some heavy grips. You can't put down low odor, because low odor is definitely not going to pass with that. So that can't go on the specification sheet. It has an odor to it. Now, that's another, like I said, there are reasons why we got rid of the product. But yeah, we couldn't put low VOC on it, no odor on it. No, we put low VOC, but no odor on it. But as you can see, even if I make the product myself, it's still trash. What do you want to consider trash? Because this is old technology, very, very old technology. That, like I said, we made around in 2012. We don't develop this stuff anymore. If I put it against any screen we have in the house, anything we have in here, we'll trash it. I'm going to paint a piece of this on, so we can basically take it around the house and put it against our screens. Now, of course, screen is still wet, so it's going to be a bit shiny. When I tell you that I can look at this product and I can tell how it's made, we used to make it. Been around for many years. If you've been around over 12 years, you know how many different combinations of screen paint products I've designed? None of my stuff looks the same. Everything looks different. I make this stuff in my sleep. This is a basic formula we've developed. This is where we had Zone 708 and Superman. All of them were testing this stuff for us. They were beta testers for us when we had this product. And that little container of Modern Master, that's $100 for a quart. Starfield demonstration. See? No matter how you mix it, how you make it. You can take gray paint, put 2 teaspoons of black paint into it. You can mix it any way you want. You put gold glitter and you put silver in it, whatever you want. It's still going to react the same way. You can't see contrast. It doesn't have the ability to see color. It's not going to, trust me, it's going to react the same way. You change the combinations from sun up to sundown. That's why the darker screens cost more money. That's why the darker screens are the advanced technology. But this is why Screen Innovation has never contacted him. Seymour AV has never contacted him. The color white. Wrong one. That's good, the wrong controller. Let's try it down my controller. White screen. Still wet in that section right there. Yep, still wet. Blue screen. This matches more of the personal mix than it does the Metallica Mix 2.0. The Metallica Mix 2.0 matches the primer that we have in the can. So this side of the screen is still wet. On this side it's still wet because, like I said, that's why it's brighter on that side. This is already dried already. So we have the spot right in here that's still wet. So this comes closer to his Metallica Mix 2.0. Sorry, the personal mix. Another one. Yep. Yes, sirree. So we have this personal mix, which is matched by our Dgital1crystal screen paint, which we've had since 2012. Mind you, as I said before, we don't have to think when it comes to this stuff. I've made so many different combinations of formula, it's not even funny. I can look at something and I can tell exactly how it's designed just by looking at it. And since there's no test behind it, I really don't have to really prove anything at all because there's no test behind it. Somebody said they had a screen that can be placed back 60 feet and they can hit that with a 2800 lumen in their test, then guess what? I'm going to have to go out and get a 2800 lumen, pull it back 60 feet, and try to pull up the same image they pulled off in the demonstration to prove that I came close to matching their product. You have to do all the tests that follow behind that product. So that's why when I see people doing demonstrations and they're saying, oh, we made the product. Well, where's the test? Where's the test demonstrations that make our product different from everybody else's? Can you do the test showing that it is the actual product? They can't do it. They're not going to do those tests, and they're not going to do those tests on next to their own screens because their screens can't even pass those tests because they don't test their stuff. So how can you expect them to basically do the test if they don't do the test themselves? Where if I want to do a demonstration on their product, all I got to do is just turn the lights out and hit it with a projector and go, voila. Mind you, when you see me do the video, I didn't put no thought into it. I just grabbed 3 things, put it on the table, put it together. This is how a Digital 1 Crystal screen paint is developed and made. So all the combinations he's doing on great paints, we did them already. That's all I know. In the same way how that has reacted on our screens is the same way how this is going to react on our screens. Been there already. We've done it already. Nothing new. I didn't have to read up on anything and figure anything out. You watch how easy it was. Boom, 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 boom. This is how we used to make Digital 1 Crystal screen paint. There you go. Except for we didn't use Modern Master because that stuff is potent. We used something else. We used Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart Metallica paints. That's what we used. But Martha Stewart doesn't sell them anymore. Right around that time, hold on for a minute. I had to get away from that screen for a bit because it was hard for me to catch my breath there for a minute. So I was going to have some complications. This is why I don't use that product. Any product that basically, and I have to be very careful what I use, how I make my stuff, because it affects my breathing. So I have to make sure everything we have in here is water-based and very gentle to the senses. And have something here like that, then something's bad. I'm not even storing this in the house. When this is done, I'm taking this out and laying it outside the side of the house. I don't want this in the house. It's the reason why we don't touch that stuff. So it's real dangerous for me. Very, very dangerous for me. I can't get around that stuff. Now, like I said, around the time, we didn't use Modern Master, we used Martha Stewart. That's what we used. And right around that time, that's when she was selling at Home Depot. She had a contract over there, and that's what we were using for our Metallica paint to be mixed in. That stuff is much better than this one. Be careful working with this stuff. Keep in mind, in no way are we claiming this to be his product. This is our product, our old screen paint, except we use Martha Stewart instead of the PPJ. Okay, we're done here for today. This is going outside on the side of the house because I don't want it in here. That's why the fellow who made that statement, we bought that paint because fellow painted his screen with it and was claiming it was better than our product, and that stuff was garbage. At that, it's a very strong smell to it. So now, he painted 120 of that on his wall, so I couldn't imagine what he was going through, because this stuff is really freaking, even when we mix it, I mixed it with the whatchamacallit, but the Martha Stewart didn't have a scent to it like this stuff has. Then again, like I said, this stuff isn't designed for projection screens. It's designed for trim. That's all it's designed for. So, you know, can't really say anything bad about their product. That's what it's designed for. But other than that, as you say, it doesn't react. It reacts the same thing as his product. You know, they all react the same way. With that being said, we'll be back on later on. I need to seriously relax because I felt my chest jump a little bit, and I was like, nope, can't be near this stuff. This is the reason why everything we pick out for our products have to be, and by my standards, have to be safety. Very, very safe. Because if I can tell if something doesn't trigger right, like if I smell something that doesn't smell right to me, I can tell from the door that this is something I don't want to work with, and I'll basically don't work with it at all, period. Because that's the plus side of having this. So everything we have is safe for our customers, because it has to be safe for me, because I have to work with this stuff. All right. Thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless.